I'm sorry, everyone. My bad. I've been a little busy, okay? I know everyone's probably like, man, he made two good videos, and decided to call it a career. I've been busy, guys. No, but seriously, um, I apologize for my inconsistency with this channel, but I've been pretty busy. I'm sure everyone's going through it right now. I mean, everyone. This world is hell. While I do come back late, I don't come back empty-handed. I am proud to announce that my debut single, Damn to Hell, by me, Alex Fonseca, musician, songwriter, poet, con artist, will be released on Tuesday, June 9th, 2026, the year of our Lord.
I've been damned to hell, inferno suits me well. There was no magic spell. One day I just fell off the white man's guidance. A short life of defiance seems a joke to me now. Tell me who to be now. There's nothing right with me, it's just my destiny.
In a month, I will be 25 years old, and I'm releasing my first single a week before. I've been reflecting a lot because of the release, and it's just kind of crazy. I know I seem like kind of stunned right now, but it's kind of like what I feel. It's just very surreal. I never saw it happening. Being a musician has been a dream that I've always had. I got seriously into music when I was like 8, and I got really into Michael Jackson. From there, I just kind of stumbled upon a few things, that I really liked, and I always dreamed about being a rock star, about playing shows, about writing songs, about, showing myself to the world. I didn't actually ever start playing guitar until I was like 22, which was only like 3 years ago, almost, right? And I haven't been playing that long. When I started learning guitar, I immediately recognized that I was a lot more interested in songwriting than in actually learning the guitar. I liked knowing enough to be able to play what I needed to play. But early on, I learned my power chords, I learned a few other chords, and I was off to the races, I just immediately started writing songs. When this single drops, it'll be a year, just about, that I finished my first project as a musician. I've been kind of lying up until this point. This single, Damn to Hell, is not my first single ever. It actually is my first single under my current artist name, Alex Fonseca, but I actually put out a demo, an EP, on SoundCloud. I'm not gonna link to it. If enough people show an inkling of interest, I might put it out, but I'm not also going at great lengths to hide it either. But yeah, I made an EP last year. I'm thinking a lot about that EP because it's been like a year, like I said, and I think me putting out that EP, I'm thinking about the headspace that I was in, and I'm also thinking about the aftermath of that. I just remember the space that I was in because it's a little ridiculous. I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but it was kind of a ridiculous time in my life. That EP was me basically trying music, not even trying music, me taking music seriously. And the problem with it is that I was not serious about anything about that EP. I was really just having fun, and I was exploring my creativity through a new medium, or rather a medium that has meant a lot to me my whole life, but I never allowed myself to really pursue, in any serious sense. I was having a lot of fun, recording guitar parts and then arranging bass and drum parts in GarageBand and, putting stuff together. I liked covering songs that I liked, but not anywhere near as much as writing my own songs, arranging them, adding the elements and letting my influences kind of lead the way in how I went about creating it. And I thought it was pretty good at the time. But I also knew that there were areas of the EP where I was not putting in the extra effort. And there were parts of that EP where I'm not putting any effort. And it's kind of startling because, you know, this was, for me, was a serious push to be a musician. But I wasn't being serious in my work ethic, if that makes sense. And there's so many problems with the EP, and I kind of struggle listening to it. And that's also why I'm low-key glad that I don't really associate my artist name with that work anymore. You know, I haven't completely disowned it, but I do really struggle to listen to it because I know that it wasn't my best foot forward. I feel like I was kind of itching towards it, but not really landing on where I wanted to be. And there's so many problems with it, just on a purely like musical level. My singing is terrible, and I didn't really put that much effort into, you know, working with my voice. You know, I just kind of like did whatever. And while there is something kind of punk and freeing and liberating about that, I'm still not happy with how it turned out. I still think it could have been better. And not necessarily that it had to be perfect, but it could have been better. I was really in over my head in terms of like mixing and engineering because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was just trying shit. And I knew that there were tracks on there that were just mixed, probably the worst I could have mixed them. And not to say that the good tracks are mixed well either, but I was at least able to do the bare minimum to communicate the idea that I was trying to get across at the time. Because that's for me what was the most important thing. And then the lyrics are not great either. There's a lot of things where I'm like, man, I could have taken another pass at that, and I didn't. And they came from like this weird arrogance and also this weird insecurity, which I guess are the flip side, you know, of each other, right? But it was just strange, you know? Like, I knew that the material wasn't where I wanted it to be. But I also didn't feel the power or like even the ability to make them better. I knew how they could have been improved. I just, for whatever reason, I just didn't. And not only was the recording process flawed, and not only is the art itself flawed, but my strategy for me making it was just like, hey, I'm gonna make this EP, I'm gonna put it on SoundCloud, I'm gonna send it to a few labels, you know, and that's it, man. That's it. I'm put on YouTube, sure. Not any other streaming platforms, just those two. Did I market it? I made a few posts on Instagram to my friend circle. That was my serious effort at being a musician. It's fucking so stupid. It was so dumb. It's laughable. And it's ridiculous. Like, what? There are people out there who are working their asses off to make their dreams come true. They're recording music, they're releasing music, they're, you know, subjecting themselves to criticism, they're touring. It was both hubris and insecurity, which is funny. Because in my head, I was like, oh, well, these songs are written well enough for them to make up for, like, the technical aspects of them. Like the musicianship and the mixing and the production. But I didn't really believe that. I didn't believe that. And I knew that I wasn't putting my sincerest foot forward, right? Or my best foot forward, right? I was unhappy with that EP. And, of course, it went nowhere. No one listened to it, except a few people and myself. And I wasn't happy with it. And for me, for some reason, that was it. Like, I'm done. I'm not going to be a musician. This shit's not in the cards. And I just kind of concluded that. And it's almost like I kind of wanted to conclude that. But yeah, I kind of just immediately was like, all right, well, I tried. You know, I tried to be a musician. Like, it didn't work out. All right, let's see what else, you know. And that ate at me. Now, this is where the self-acceptance and the kindness, you know, needs to come in, and it is something I'm working on every day, and I really do believe it. But yeah, I mean, I was just not in a good spot. I don't think anyone came out of 2025 unscathed, genuinely. it's one for the books for me, bro. Like, it's one for the books. It's one for the people. It's one for the books for people who are close to me. It was bad, bro, and I know a lot of people were feeling it, man. It was fucking fucked up, bro. And that's just people's personal situations. Don't even get me started on like those, the world and society and shit, man. Yeah, I mean, I just gave up after that. And I was really mad at myself because I made an EP that kind of sucked, or in my mind kind of sucked. And at the very least, an EP where I knew I could have done better. And that was my attempt at a music career. After that, and this is on top of like personal shit that I was going through, but towards the end of 2025, man, I was in a rough spot. I was in a very, very bad spot. And, I was kind of, playing music just for fun as a hobby. And, that's beautiful. And I loved it. And that's actually where, some of the songs I started writing and planning to put out as an album really started, to come into fruition. And I was really like excited with the songs that I was writing, and I was excited in how much I had grown in such a short amount of time. And I was like, damn, well, it sucks that I'm done as a musician. and after that, I kind of was just in this place where I was trying to do other things. They weren't working out. And I was just not in a good place, man. Then I was having a conversation with my good friend, and he asked me just a very simple question. He's like, why aren't you doing music? He even brought up a time where I kind of just casually, without even thinking about it, just completely dismissed the idea of me being able to ever be a musician and to make it as a musician. You know what I mean? To dedicate my life to music. And he was like, yeah, man, I was done, man. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Like, what are you saying? Like, why did you say that? And I thought, and it hit me right then and there, man. It hit me right then and there. If one of my friends came up to me and he told me, or she told me, or they told me, hey, I want to be an actor. Or, hey, I want to do this. And I was like, no, you can't do that, right? What a fucking asshole I would be. Except, I did that to myself. And that is fucked up. And it was an act of betrayal. And I literally just gave up on my dreams without even really trying. You know what I mean? It's like one thing if I was like in my 40s, right, and I had been touring on the road, and I made a serious decision like, hey man, I don't know if this is gonna work out, and I got it happens, right? It happens all the time. I put out an EP, didn't market it, didn't make a great EP. I was like, hey, I'm done. No, man, like, do the damn thing. Like, make records, make songs, put them out, market them. Like, put yourself out there, let people in. But that was also, the scary part. Because, like, man, low-key, man, if this musician shit doesn't work out, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, I hate to be so, like, vulnerable and helpless, but, like, it's the truth, man. Like, I really, I would hate to be in a position where I couldn't be creative. You know what I mean? Where I had to, like, because I just gave up. I gave up. I didn't let myself be creative for so long. And now I'm doing it. And, I want to always do that. The feeling that I get when I make music. The feeling that I get when I listen to music. Especially after a long, hard day. Especially after a long week. It genuinely is like nothing else in my life. And I can't believe that I had decided to not let that lead my life and my passion and my future. It was a startling realization. But again, this is where the self-compassion, where the self-acceptance comes in. Hey man, that's okay. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I love music. If I could be a musician, if I could have been a musician, I would have been. I couldn't. There's a lot of reasons that I'm not going to get into right now. But, yeah. I couldn't be a musician. Because I know that if I had a guitar if I had everything that I have at my fingertips right now, I would have done something. And I owe it to myself to, while I'm still kind of young, to try and just see what happens. And I just want to do my thing and do it my way and talk my shit and also do it like do everything my way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, hold myself accountable. Live by my ethics as much as I can, even if that means that I'm not like stupid rich or not every single person in the United States knows who I am. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't want that even. But I think my whole life I've always felt like I was trying on different, you know, outfits. Some fit me better than others. Some didn't fit me at all. Like I'm not made to be a corporate environment. I respect people who can like make it in like, you know, actual work like environments, because man, I can't. I'm not strong enough. It sucks, bro. I'm emotional. Yeah, I get upset easily. I'm sensitive. You know, I I've been many things in my life. I've been a fast food worker. I've been a Maoist. I've been a stoner. I've been a writer. Did I say that? I don't remember. I should let myself be a musician. And I should put my best foot forward. And I should show the world, you know, what I got. And genuinely, I really believe in the work I'm making. I really believe in the songs I've written in this time. I really believe in Damn to Hell. I really believe in the next singles. I believe in the album that I'm going to release. I believe in myself. This is the most confident I've ever felt in my abilities, and I just want to see what I can do. I just want to see what I can do. I want to make music, and I want to make music that people resonate with, that people from my generation resonate with. I want to be able to play shows and be a rock star. You know, I want to do all that. So I'm gonna do it. Let's just fucking do it, bro. Let's do it. Don't give up on your dreams. You, yes, you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shit sucks. Shit sucks right now, bro. Shit sucks. And that's the other thing. This is the kind of the last thing I'll touch on. Shit is bad, bro. Shit is so bad right now, bro. Like, low-key, maybe if the world wasn't as hostile as it is right now, in 2026, maybe I wouldn't be at this point right now, and I would still maybe be a little more like comfortable in my, like, you know, comfort zone. But genuinely, bro, it's so bad, and like it is so bad right now. Like I know I'm kind of just like repeating myself, but like it is so bad. Like, we're living in the age of global imperialism, of fascism, of genocide, and low-key, bro, we're already cooked. We're cooked, man. We're so cooked. Like, genocide has been happening for the past 2 years, and nothing has happened. There are multiple global south countries that are being colonized, that are being exploited, attacked, violence every day. And it's not like it's great in the imperial home base, in the colonial home base. It's not. It's bad here in the United States. We've got fucking ICE agents fucking kidnapping people and shit. Like, disappearing people. Government surveillance. You know, the so-called principled people out here are not so principled. They think they tell people that the system can be saved. They make millions telling people, hey, if you just vote for a certain person, man, you're good. You're good. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing that you have to do to dismantle this capitalist world system. One that is actively committing harm against brown and black people every day, both within these imperial countries and especially outside of them. And yeah, man, it's you know, if I felt like I could meaningfully contribute to the world in a way that accelerated it forward, I would. But honestly, man, it's a joke. Shit, like the motherfucker, the good guys in this country, so-called good guys, they're not doing shit. And anyone who tells you that the system can be saved, man, they're fucking lying to you. They're lying to you. And honestly, man, a lot of people believe the system can be saved. I don't, man. So I'm just trying to survive. I really am just trying to survive. This shit sucks, man. This shit sucks. And if I can tell the truth, if I can talk my shit, make some money, enough money to survive, man, that for me, that's a success. That's all I want. Anything besides that is a cherry on top. Because there's people who are not even willing to tell you the fucking truth about things. And if I do nothing, even though I'm not a threat to the system, like I'm not a threat to the system at all. But if I can just tell the truth a little bit as I see it, if I can tell the world how I feel, if I can, talk my shit, call things as they are, hey man, that's punk rock to me. That's rock and roll to me. Damn to Hell, coming out June 9th, 2026, on a Tuesday, on all streaming platforms. I'll start marketing here in a couple of weeks. But yeah, guys, don't give up on your dreams. Especially now, guys. Think shit sucks. I know it was a kind of a dark tangent to end the video on, but shit, we gotta, factor all things into consideration. You know what I mean? Stay safe, guys. More content soon, more music soon. Love you guys. Subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I'm coming for the world, man. I'm coming for the world. Tap in. Alex is coming.